Oh, he's out.
Oh no. That's an aim labs moment. According to YouTube, I do not have enough subscribers to sustain myself. So please like and subscribe. And if you want a coaching session, click the top link in the bio. Otherwise, sit back and take some notes and enjoy the video.
You want to rush some shit until...
Slothy, man. Why don't you upload in 1080p? You fucking troll. Yeah. Rush something until they can stop us. I like this. That's okay. We're starting to come up with a calm. What the hell?
Muting you all now.
That guy needs a mic.
You playing on a fucking motorway?
Okay, first things first. When you're making up a plan, instead of saying let's rush things, right? Instead of saying that, like, oh, let's rush this, or what you guys want to run it down? Like, say, hey, let's rush A, right? I like the fact that you're future proofing, but like, hey, let's rush A, and then what do we need, right? Do we need a Sova drone? Are we going short? Like, what are we doing, right? You need to tell your team what's going on. Also, pay attention to their comp when you load into the game, too. These are all, like, very important things. Like, you need to ask for utility and what's going on if you're going to IGL. And, you know, that's what we're teaching you how to do, so it's important. I actually don't like the alarm bot here, and the reason why is because of the limited range. There's something else you can do to watch the flank that is, in my opinion, a little bit better when you're full rushing. This is only when you're full rushing, though, so you got to keep that in mind. When you're full rushing, you can just reverse your turret and place it right here. So what this does, if you look, right? Pay attention. It'll allow you to essentially play anywhere on site as well, and you can be bomb planter, you can play graffiti. It gives you a lot more range to play, which is really important, right? Comparative to the other one, where if we look at this little alarm bot here, those are two things, right? So pay attention to the range difference. You cannot leave short with this alarm bot. For the turret, you can. It still watches flank and still tells you what you need, and you can alarm bot whatever. This is where the problem's coming in, right? Look where you have to play. You're forcing yourself to play short because of your utility positioning. Right? Where just like a small switch up automatically gives you more like room, right? It gives you more room for to play with, right? So this, it automatically gives you more room, right? And then you can use your alarm bot for however you want, right? So you can put your alarm bot like right here, and then you can play like this. Right now, you just don't even have to peek, and you're chilling, right? But yeah. You're forcing yourself to play short because of your utility positioning. Once again, I think it's just better to use your turret for flank. You can get in the habit of placing like turrets after round. You don't need to place your stuff pre-round, right? Because you're placing your alarm bot right here. Look at how little space you have comparative to where if I go ahead and I place my turret like this, right? See, it sees the flank, right? Now let's look. Ready? Look at how much more space you have. You can literally go on plant. You can play safe, right? So you still have your exit for mollies. You still have flank watch, right? And you still get the notification when they come right here. Comparative to the alarm bot, you're getting the notification when they walk over right here, right? So not only do you get the notification earlier with your turret, but it's just, you know, and you're able to stay more in range. So I think a big thing with Killjoy is a lot of people try to use their alarm bot all the time for flank. In reality, you don't need to, right? It's not needed. And I understand that the turret has more versatility into the round, being able to control portions of the map. But when you're rushing like this, like when you are 5-man rushing, it is better just to use your turret as flank. Flank watch. Okay.
I'm gonna reflank. I'm molly on bomb.
No. Okay, this is really dumb. Okay, so the idea of reflanking here, well, it's 5v3, right? If this is 4v3, you're already towards the exit and you wanted to reflank, go for it. But 5v3 reflanking is just troll, right? You're in a situation where you have a massive man advantage, right? You're +2 and you have turret and there's no way they can be flank essentially. And you have like a molly for utility. I would just want you to either play short or play default and just play together. There's no reason for you to reflank here. It's risking them being allowed back into the round because you're essentially putting yourself down 1 man the entire time you reflank, right? And the win con isn't even that good. Like you play numbers is a better win con than you reflanking. Look at your teammates positioning, okay? I think you're throwing this for the post plant. You don't really need to.
Get him blocked here.
Like, I don't know why you're throwing that. Your teammates are in forward positions. You should just watch garage where the bomb goes down. After the bomb goes down, then you can throw your molly on the bomb. Just secure the site first. Like, you're trying to rush too fast into post plant setup.
I can't go much farther from my util range.
Yeah, and this is where it becomes a little bit uncomfortable. It's like you have very limited range, so you can't support your teammates fighting back site, right? And you're forced to play long. Playing long. When you're 4v3 like this, you should, instead of just running to play long, right? Like, this is like a big problem with you, I'm noticing in post plant. Instead of just running away immediately, you should play like up, right? So play up right here, play trades with your teammates, right? So your teammates right here, play right here. You don't need to peek. Play off your teammate's contact, kill him, and then fall back to long. And now you're playing long from a post plant position, right? Because you got the kill, you got the trade, you supported your teammates, yet you still are playing safe enough to where you don't have to worry about this, right? Because your teammates are watching backside. You have a teammate that's probably like here or something, I don't know, or a teammate that's here, right? So your teammates are watching backside. You can literally just sit here and then play off this, right? And then go back into your molly playing, right? And there we go. You can do that from there. It's just more efficient. You're essentially leaving your team to a 3v3 retake. And then on top of this, right, you have to look at the enemy utility. They have Omen smoke and they have Phoenix wall and jet smokes, right? So they have 3 things to smoke off the bomb. Yes, I know you have a molly, but your molly's only going to stall for what, 5-6 seconds? It's really not that good. Unless you're Brimstone all-size lineups, and you talked about this pre-round. Then you can come back and play here right away. But it's just better to play on site at first. Such a passive position. Your team's actively fighting. Like, get in there, bro. What are you scared of? Your team's like actively, like, look at their positions, right? This guy's hard holding heaven. This guy's hard holding spawn, basically, right? Just get out and fight with them. Like, if your team's fighting, this is like a real big pet peeve of mine. I don't care if you're a Sentinel player. I don't care what you're doing. Your team's hard fighting. You hard fight with them, right? Like, this needs to be read on the situation. Unless you're playing counter flash. If you were playing counter flash here, but I don't think you were. I don't think that was your objective.
On B.
Okay, so a really good turret that you can place. Now this is like pretty redundant because your teammate's already out and the turret's not really going to watch anything. But a really good turret that you can place if you want to go mid and like that's what you want to do, is run up and place it on the left side of this, and then you can crouch behind here. What this turret essentially does, if anybody walk down mid, your whole team will get information on that, and it controls this entire area. It's like all of this, you control the full area of it, which is like super helpful. Okay. Molly's early. Like you always tell the molly to like stall the push, right? But it's like they've given no signs that they're gonna push, right? So it's 5v5 retake. Look at their okay. They have Omen smokes. They're gonna have Sova dart. They're gonna have, you know, Cypher stuff, right? When they throw a Sova dart, maybe that's when you pop your molly. Throw your molly on the ground and then pop it once you hear the Sova dart, or like when the Sova dart comes in. Once they start throwing smokes, pop the molly, right? Prevent their push, delay them, right? You're just throwing the molly and you're popping it early for no reason. Also, I'd rather see you go Sheriff than Stinger, no armor.
Can you get me that?
Sheriff is a one-shot weapon. Stinger, you have to hit him multiple times. Lower TTK, costs more money.
Jet updraft today for some reason.
Without armor, it's troll. Yeah, you just get this information by spotting. Like, you're essentially saying, like, if you want to play a peek off me turret, you recommend Sheriff over Marshall. That's preference, whichever one you like more. But the Marshall does cost more. But it really depends on what agent you're playing. So if you want to do like a turret like this, you should put it up here. And then as it takes contact, you should be like peeking or like pre-fire peeking, like looking for the fight with the turret. Like when you place turrets like these, you need to have some sort of like plan in your head based off it's like maybe you're just a little bit, you know, you're feeling a little silly, right? You're feeling confident in your aim. So you have this turret, you peek like this and you just go wide. You just like sit this kid down, right? And then you just go back over here. But yeah, you need to just like, this turret is just like, it's too easily broken, right? But on the other hand, right, if you have like a specific play in mind, so for example, right, let's say you want to do a turret like this where you're going to get information C and then you're going to play in garage. So you want the early information C long, but then you go play in garage, right? And then like since you're playing in garage, what you're going to do is like you're going to have this alarm bot here, right? And this is a setup that you want to do, right? Like this is like, okay, I'm going to play kind of in garage and then I'm going to molly here or something. And then I'm going to throw both mollies here, and then I'm going to actively play in garage or something. I don't know. Maybe you're going to play like this. When the turret gets broken, maybe you fall back to here, Jet dashes out, pop both, kill the Jet as she runs out of her smoke, and then you're good, right? This is how you like read the situation, right? Based off what you want to do, right? You want to play garage, so you're getting early information C, and you have information B as well, right? You know, you want to play C site, right? Like it's okay sometimes to play passive. Like you don't have to push all the time, right? You should only be pushing and playing aggressive off of like reads based off what you think they're doing. This is a really good turret because what this turret does, right? If you look at it, it spots long and it spots garage, right? So it's something that you can really abuse. This is fine. Good setup. Hey, look, your setup works kind of how it's intended, but you just need to play like, okay, you're playing super tucked, right? You need to play like this. Like you're playing like right here. Put yourself like right next to the box, just play like this. That like play active, right? Let you take the fights you want, not just like letting the fight come to you. What is this peak, bro? What is this peak, man? What are you doing? peeking close to the wall and shift walking it. You're gonna peek. I know your alarm bot's here, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they can be in. If you put it pre-round, they can be in. They can be right here holding, even though your alarm bot's up. Just letting you know. I don't know if you knew this. Literally wasn't looking at my screen. Well, you should probably do that. It's helpful. But yeah, you're doing this back like this. Like you can go center. You can peek sideways, right? Because if you peek back wall, you're peeking diagonally, right? So you can peek like this, and then you peek out like this, and then you go to the back wall. It's a little trick, right? When you're scaling up, like this, you can peek back wall.
Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below, because God, I'd suck someone's dick to get put in the algorithm. YouTube, if you're watching this, just let me know.